Death Watch.
All right, welcome back. So last time we played, we ended off on Ron's turn. And Graham, you were in that room where the beholder and the sorceress were floating up in the air. You had gotten there and hid underneath a table because there's a couple of bugbears close by you. And Fenrith, you had crossed some tracks that had fallen. You'd managed to catch yourself and make it up onto solid ground, but the tracks had fallen away, leaving a space there. And you're looking at a big statue up ahead of you. And none of you have any idea where the others are, but Rohan and Casimir, you were trying to follow wherever Fenrith must have gone. And you've come to this window that looks out over this stream of lava, and you can see another window on the other side of it. And the tracks and the position of the dead bugbear nearby led Rohan to believe that that's the way Fenrith went, but how he got across, you're not sure. So all of you had been in heavy battles for the most part, and so have taken quite a bit of damage. But we ended on Rohan's turn, and that's where we'll begin. So Rohan, go ahead. What would you like to do?
So I'll tell Casimir I'm going to go across the lava and check to see if he made it to the other side. And then I'll activate the fly in my armor and kind of do a jumping fly across to the other window.
Okay, what is your movement rate with fly?
30 feet. I think it's the same as my...
Thought it was like the fly spell.
Yeah.
Is it like the fly spell?
Yeah.
Okay, then 60 feet.
All right, so Ron, you make it across then. It's a little strange once you get out of that window. The extreme heat of this lava below you creates a weird draft, but you manage to compensate for it, and you make it across this window here.
Okay.
And you come to light here, looking off to your left, you can see another window down that way, and what looks to be a dead end, and then to your right, you can see some more tracks. Although, for whatever reason, these particular tracks dead end up against the wall that is next to you. Okay. But at any rate, they seem to go north.
I'm going to look to see if there's any sign of Fenrith passing.
All right, go ahead. We'll say you can do your roll then for tracking.
Survival. I probably should have done that in the tower.
Yep, do one in the tower now.
All right, so you start looking at the ground here, and the best you're able to find is that a set of boot prints right inside the window that you know are from Fenrith, and it looks like a lot of weight was put into him, as if he jumped or landed or was running.
Okay.
And they are pointed off to the west, but that's the only set you find. Now, to the west, you don't see any other disruptions in the dust on the ground, but you do to the east.
Okay.
How far off the ground was that mage hovering? Because wouldn't her boots kick up some dust? So were the winged boots?
Yeah, that's true. They would kick a little up.
Well,
but that's,
So you don't see any tracks. It's just a path of...
Well, what's the DC to track somebody through the air?
higher than I can.
Yeah, higher than 17.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'll call back to Casimir, and I don't know how, but I think he made it across.
Good job, Rohan.
How far down was the lava?
10 feet.
Just 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
In this section.
How many feet do it get? 1, 5, 6,
Are
30
you
feet.
try and jump it?
Ooh. That'd be close. I might be able to do it.
Okay. Well, it is your turn.
Look at some jump rules.
I do have the backpack, and I think my backpack has some rope in it. So if you can get it most of the way, I might be able to tie it off to something on this side.
That sounds like a plan. Where is it?
Now, Graham, you can still hear the cat meowing from where you are.
Good effects.
Survival.
Do we hear that all throughout this?
Yeah, it echoes
installation?
throughout the entire
Oh my
complex.
God. What is that?
Cosmic cat can be heard everywhere.
All right, so you're trying to do a long jump. It looks like
Yeah.
30 would be your your DC.
Can you even
How
make
big is that window? Yeah, I can make that.
It's 5 feet wide. I mean, it's big enough for one person to move through.
Okay.
So that won't hamper you.
How high up is it?
So from right outside that window is 10 feet down to the lava.
No, the windowsill, because I can make a 5-foot jump, like a hop up, without
I
it
got
being
you.
in action.
No, there is no sill.
Okay.
It's just a straight opening
All right.
from floor to ceiling.
So what? You're gonna throw some rope out when I get close enough
I was going to say I'll fly over, give you the rope,
and hold on.
cast resist energy on you just in case.
Now, in order to make that, it does require a 20-foot running start
Did I got that?
for a DC 30. Otherwise, you got to double it. So you got 15.
Well, you can run. You just can't make a 90-degree turn. Is that how running works?
Yeah, we'll say you've got enough
Okay.
with that last step there. So you can get that. So you've got a DC 30 for the jump.
But yeah, I can give you at least 10% fire absorption.
10%. All right.
Or 10 point.
10 point.
Well, I ain't gonna do nothing if I get submerged. Just reel this rope in as I'm jumping as quick as you can.
Yeah, one of those things where as you jump
Do you
through
need to
it.
delay until the next round?
Well, yeah, because it's a run, so I'd be moving back and then forward.
Yeah, so this is probably going to take a few rounds for us to set
it
this
up.
up.
So that is the plan then?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump as far across as I can.
And then I'll be on the other side. And when he jumps, I'll be pulling the rope to try and pull him, give him a little bit of extra boost towards the window.
Okay, so we're waiting to do this till your next turn then?
Yeah, it'll probably take 2 of my turns because I've got to fly over there, get him the rope, cast the spell, and then fly back. So 3 turns.
Can you not carry him with you while you're flying?
No, I
think
can only
that'll
carry a
exceed.
light load.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I thought of that, and not even close. I might be able to carry his armor piece by piece across.
Carry him piece
carry
by piece.
78 pounds in in equipment.
My light load is 30 pounds.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And I've got 21 of that
So
on
you
me.
could take both of his legs first.
Okay.
If we had Graham and his nearly infinite create water, we could just flood this.
and
create a land bridge.
landmass.
Oh,
I listened to the episode the other day where he was waterboarding us. We were walking through and he was just creating water in our mouths behind our masks.
why would you do such a thing,
Yeah.
Graham?
Because we were out in the middle of like a giant sandstorm. And we were told that if we take our masks off, we're going to get, a whole bunch of grit and stuff in our face. So he was just using his ring to create water inside our mouths.
So while you and Ron are working that out, then everybody hears echoing once again through the entire area a harsh voice saying, "We cannot afford to wait. Begin the ritual." And Graham, you know that's the beholder's voice. That's what the beholder says. Although why it echoes throughout the whole place, you don't know, but that is his voice. Let's see.
The king tell you what to do about this ritual?
He said hide.
Oh. Doesn't seem like it's going to stop it.
Oh,
But-
I think you
Right.
guys are going to
Also,
stop.
Casimir, do it. I'll do it. Hang on, let me.
All right. Man, it's so nerve-wracking. I got that 1 hero point, and that's for the disintegration beam that's going to be coming my way.
Same
All right,
here.
so Casimir, while you're working this out with Rohan and looking around and checking behind you to make sure nothing's sneaking up on you, you just happen to catch out of the corner of your eye when you're looking down at that lava a face, just as it disappears underneath the surface. But it was a very odd face, obviously not human. It looked like if a child were to mold clay into a face. It looked like that. But it was just a brief split second you saw it.
Lava golem?
There appears to be something
It
in
looked-
the lava, Rohan.
Horrified.
It seems scared. Was that what?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well, I suppose if I was submerged in lava, I'd be horrified as well.
Good point. All right, this rope is ready to go. Get across, Rohan, and
All right.
be prepared to pull me up.
Okay. And then
Here, let me target you real quick and cast that spell. Can I?
well, it's not your turn yet.
Yeah, you get away.
I'm just explaining some things here.
Sorry, I tried,
It's
Justin.
the elven
We tried to-
sorceress's turn. and
You can't
she's on
cutscene the game
your
master.
side.
All right. So, Graham, on your screen, can you see the beholder
Yes, he's hovering over
and the sorceress?
Yes.
Okay. So when you're looking up that way, they're illuminated by the light that from whatever's beneath them that you can't see. But it's at this point that you look and you can see that the beholder's like floating 10 feet above the level you're on. The sorceress is about 5 feet higher than that. And then about 10 feet higher than her, which you hadn't noticed before, you can see that there's a platform that comes out from the east, where a darkened section up near the ceiling. And this platform is square in shape. It extends, it's pretty narrow, but made of stone, and it extends over these odd devices that have the handles on them. You can also see that in the center of that, pretty close to where the sorceress is floating, but above her, it widens out into a space big enough for people to stand on. And that itself is held up by massive chains. So I don't know if you can see it on the map because I've made it pretty transparent.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay. So
It's
yeah.
like a T.
Yeah, exactly. And after that, Beholder said, start the ritual. That's when you can see that sorceress float up the last few feet and come to stand on the edge of that platform and look down at at whatever's below them, casting all that light. And now it's your turn. So Graham, so far, just based on what you can see and tell, the bugbears, they're moving with purpose off towards the left or the west. They don't seem to have taken any notice of you at all. And then I'll do it. Yeah, so you hear, Graham, from off to the west, someone do an odd little bird whistle.
Okay, I'll look over.
So the lighting's bad, but due to the vision granted to you by Bloodtooth, you see right over here in that rubble. It looks like a solid wall of rubble, but as you look at it, you see there are spaces, large spaces, and there's a face poking out of one of those, looking right at you. And you recognize it's Vanebeard once again. He doesn't have his helmet on, but he's looking at you and he's motioning you over to him. So as you look at him and look at with the vision granted you by Bloodtooth, where lines and shadows work differently than they would if under normal light, you can clearly see how you could wriggle through some of that rubble to get back to him.
Okay,
But it's your turn. And he's not the boss of you, so you don't have to do that.
that's true.
You ain't my dad.
Well, I was I'll just hold up, like 1 second finger because I'm worried about these bugbears catching my scent. So I'd marked out some movement, and I was just gonna sneak away from them.
That's the traditional cradle 1 second.
Okay.
It's a second finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and do your rolls then to see if you manage this. Oh, wow.
That's bad.
No, that's what you rolled on your move silently.
The best.
The highest that you could have rolled.
Right. So, I mean, nobody seems to have taken any notice of your movement at all.
That's it for me. And I'll just hang there and watch those bugbears.
And you just go slithering through the rubble like a snake.
All right. So then as you reach that point and you're looking around, you do, let's see, what do? You spot another robed elf stepping out onto that platform high up there.
Did you clear? Or is this a different?
I killed a bugbear cleric. Well, there's been a couple of them so far.
Yeah, I think that we've killed like 3.
Because the first bugbear cleric we encountered down the caverns, after we busted through the membrane to get down here.
Yeah, we killed that one after the dragon retreated. And
So, Graham, the only thing about this one that's different from the other one, well, for one, the new one is a male, not a female, but you notice also that although it's difficult, it would be difficult for you to explain how you know, but that one is invisible. And now the bugbear cleric and the one with him, they continue on their way, having not noticed you at all.
I broke through. I'm too smelly.
They just think you're a goblin
Yeah.
at this point. Actually, with how much stuff we've had splashed on us, we probably don't even resemble elves much anymore.
They're like, I smell
We're
all
garbage
these
beasts.
different types of creatures.
Yeah.
I guess that works. It's a form of camouflage, right?
Yeah.
It's something that Rohan would probably think about eventually. You'd have to mask more than just the visual.
Yeah, that's why the dogs, that's what we should be doing, is slathering ourselves. And, well, I guess we already do that. Never mind. Like zombies in The Walking Dead, or like dogs do with various animal poop they come across.
Well, it kind of goes against, at least what we're covered in, goes against normal hunting, because usually if animals smell blood, they tend to flee.
Well, they've started fleeing recently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
So you're saying we got to capture a bugbear and force them to pee and then roll around in that?
I would
No.
rather just spread his guts
How dare
over
you,
us like
Rohan.
you originally
In
suggested.
Walking Dead.
Yeah.
That said, mine and John's spellcrafts, we could probably harvest like scent glands,
Yeah.
Yeah.
squeeze some troll
Bugbear essence.
smell juice all over us.
The nightly armor oilings.
Yeah.
Oh, day troll.
Okay, so Fenrith, that brings us to you. Now, when you look ahead, you can see that statue, the large statue of an armored dwarf. And so 2 things are happening here. Let me get let's see, where are you?
Could do a spot to see if I would have seen Rohan go across. Or do I not quite have an angle on that?
Yeah, there isn't an angle for it.
Okay.
But let's see where. Okay. So 2 things happen for you then. One, you get a powerful urge that you recognize in a religious sense. The times that you've had a successful communion or communication with Coralon Lorathian, right? So what? So it's hard to describe, because it's an individualized feeling. But you feel a pull to move to the east path up ahead of you.
Which way would that be? And
Well-
is this a normal north-south or northeast, southwest? Okay.
So
I guess
this way,
Okay.
you get that strong urge that you need to go that way.
So I'll come down
It
here.
feels to you as if it's a communication from Coralon. The second thing that happens is that you do hear some movement down that way.
Okay. So yeah, I'll move down 20 feet to the south then, so I can see down that passageway.
Okay. All right. So you get to about here, and that's where it becomes clear to you that there's a path off that direction.
All right.
I mean, there's a path in all directions from here. You're at like a sort of a crossroads, but there's definitely a path that direction.
Let's see. Okay, so I will go down that way then.
Okay.
So I will give a look back over my shoulder to the path that I know would have led back to the fight that we were in.
All right. So you move forward this direction, and you can see there's some branches, but so far you don't see any enemies or anything like that.
Okay. And that'll be it.
Okay, Graham. So from here, when you see that other elf appear, and then you watch this beholder rise so that he's level with them, and he turns around to face that platform to watch what's going on. But you do notice that his large central eye is closed.
Okay.
So it's just his eye stalks swirl in every direction, but that's the way he's facing anyway. Rohan, that brings us to you then.
All right, so I'll fly back across
Okay.
and begin digging in my pack for the 50-foot length of rope. And while I'm... Oh, not let me do that. Do I have to go like...
That's all right.
I'll ask Casimir if he can use his meld stone to shape the stone to give him any extra room or part of a bridge or something like that.
I believe it can't be worked.
Okay.
I'll double check.
What are you holding the portal for?
Don't you guys' spell failures automatically roll for you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was just wondering.
Yeah,
why it
when we have them.
doesn't do it.
As if you don't have one, then it wouldn't roll.
Yeah, I have a 10% one.
Oh.
Yeah, but does that spell? Because if it doesn't have the...
Oh, yeah, that's true. It's only vocal. Do we have
Yeah.
one?
Yeah.
All right, so Rohan, you make it across there, and you're digging for the rope.
Yeah. Or even if you could like push out a wall that...
Let's soften, not shape.
Could you soften a wall to give you a more direct run route? And
I think this is about as direct as I need it to be. I mean, I got 20 feet.
Okay.
I would like to make the wall where you are a bit different, because that's going to be a hard one to get into, but...
Yeah. If you just hit the other wall, could you meld with stone?
I've been willing to try it out.
Touches it, right?
It has to be big enough to fit me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So then, Casimir, you're waiting for Rohan?
Yeah.
Yeah, like, was it? What are you doing currently? Passing the rope?
Yeah. I floated across and then gave you the rope. Next round, I'll cast a spell and fly back.
All right, so I guess I'll start sort of moving, because he can cast the spell from, well, was it? You got 60 feet? That's 30 feet?
I think resist energy is a touch, though. Let me check.
Yeah, he can
Yeah.
cast the spell on me from there.
Because I do have mass resist energy, but you guys would need to be within 30 feet.
Okay.
And I'll, guess I'll be tying the rope around myself and kind of psyching myself up.
All right.
Looking at those scrawny bowman arms.
Mhm.
Well, I'll probably be like tying it around my waist or like holding it over his shoulder and getting ready to run when you start running.
Oh, that's how we're doing this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Once I get through the other side. So we both start running and then he jumps and I just keep running.
You're going to try and work as his anchor point for the rope?
Well, I'm going to be on the other side now.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to be running.
Oh, you're going to try and pull him
Yeah.
some. Okay.
Pull him the extra, like a couple extra feet so he can actually make it to that window. If his jump isn't quite.
For the most part, all I need is you to just make sure I don't fall more than 5 feet.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
But yeah, next round I'll cast that on you.
Okay, so Graham, you see that invisible sorcerer move over here onto that platform, and it looks to you like he's bent his head over and he's deep in concentration on something. And he's got a staff in his hand, but you can see his fingers making some movements. Doesn't seem animated enough to be casting a spell at the moment, but he seems to be making preparations for it.
Zoom out.
So it's your turn, Graham.
I should just
Yeah, I
start
think that's
lobbing
way
magic
too
missiles
far
at
away.
him. But I'll move. Double move, sneaky style,
Just
back to
pops
the end
out
of the
nowhere.
table.
Magic missiles.
Okay.
towards where the king was. Did you want new hide and move silently?
No, do a new hide only.
How angry is Bloodtooth that he doesn't get to kill a concentrating sorcerer.
You can definitely feel he's got that urge. Yeah.
That's the best time to attack casters when they're deep in concentration.
Come on,
I can't even reach him, though, blood too.
paying attention. Get me up there.
You can throw me.
I can't throw you that far. Is it 20 feet or 10 feet? I forget the rules. You're the dagger.
Okay.
10-foot range increment.
So, Graham,
Make him turn into a bow.
nobody seems to have noticed you move back in that direction.
Okay, that's it for me.
Make him turn into a bow that shoots daggers.
You'd be so upset.
Okay, so those bugbears continue moving on their path out of sight. And those bugbears continue on out of sight, and they don't ever look back towards you, Graham. Then brings us to Fenrith.
So I'll come in another 20 feet to try and get an idea of where these branch off.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'll put you there. All right. Yeah, so you step forward, Fenrith, and you can see these branches. Then up above you, you've got another little alcove that has a couple of windows that look out over the lava. And below you, it stretches on for a bit and seems to curve back on itself, so you can't see that at that angle, but you don't see anything dangerous in there.
What does up ahead look like?
Now, up ahead, you're looking at what appears to just be a dead end, although based on the shadows, it seems like it could extend to the north and south up there.
All right, I'll go another 20 feet forward, or I guess to the east there,
Okay.
and go see if that really dead ends or not.
All right, so it's when you reach this point, you can see enough to know that at least to the north, there's a path, but at that same time, a bugbear steps out,
Okay.
wielding a spiked chain and heavy armor, and another one comes out from underneath, also wielding a spiked chain and heavy armor.
Okay.
So, they step out and they've got their chains in their hands and they're waiting for you. But at any rate, that's,
I'll whistle, just like turn around and then walk off. Sorry, guys, wrong door.
okay. So then the, Graham, you hear that, beholder, he, again, sharply, impatiently says, "Quickly, begin the ritual. We have no time to wait." And at that, you see that elven sorceress, the female that's not invisible, turns back and looks off to the east at something over there, and she shouts some orders as well. And then Rohan, it's your turn.
All right, so this round I'll cast my resist energy fire. Did that apply to him?
Like it went to Casimir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. And then I will float back across. I'll say, when you've got the rope tied to you and you start running, give a shout.
Will do, Rohan.
Okay, so you fly back off over there and land safely. Now, Casimir.
All right. I will move to there, and I'll have to wait till the next turn to make the jump.
All right.
Yeah, I'll be kind of hopping in place.
All right, we're going to do this. We can do this. All right.
Oh, do you want me to make a tie roll on the rope?
No.
Okay. It isn't going to matter.
What are your odds of success?
I need a 12 or better.
40%? 60%? No, 40%.
Yeah, about 40%.
Not bad.
Yeah, like at least I'm probably going to make it about 20 feet. I'd have to fail pretty hard not to.
And hopefully I can aid you at least on this and make it an even 50-50.
Kind of like a reverse slingshot. You're going to pull real hard when I start jumping. And
Yeah, when you jump, I'm going to run and...
well, if I fail, I can blame you. You knocked me off course.
hopefully midair it'll like suddenly jerk you forward an extra 5.
Oh man,
feet or so.
I'm preparing dimensional door
Okay, Graham, your move.
from now on.
All right, is the king still amidst the rubble?
Hang on a second. Actually, Graham, so right as your turn begins, then you see a halfling rider that, armored the way that you've encountered before, riding a warg step out on that platform, and he's leading a chain of he's leading a group of chained filthy hobgoblins. So let
Poor
me get-
hobgoblins?
Yeah. So let me get the
These are the villagers, the monks we're talking about.
I guess so. I never met the monks.
Well,
Yeah, you
you've
did.
seen them.
Didn't they?
I don't think so.
I thought they joined us just before he fell
Yeah,
down.
because
No,
they
it was
were in
after.
one fight with us.
No, he met them after he tried to kill the one that we thought was dead. I believe is.
Oh, originally, yeah.
Yeah.
Because there was like a wounded one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So,
John was
I
just
wanted
like,
you
let's
to
kill
kill
it.
him.
And I'm like, I don't really feel like that's okay.
yeah, Fenrir had to talk him. Yeah, so I don't think you've met him on
But I
friendly terms.
I didn't talk with him or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I stole all his gear because I was going to convert it into magical energy for our gear.
And then you had to give it back.
Yep, and then his boy caught up with us and made us give it back.
So you see him have step aside on the platform here on his warg, and then some ragged, chained hobgoblins start shuffling through. And so now it's your turn.
Okay, so I'll sneak over. Was the king still there?
Yeah, he's still waving you towards him.
What was it, like here? I don't think I have the marker anymore.
Yep, that's where.
Okay, I'll sneak up that way. I'll hide if I can. I just don't know what everybody's visions are. And I'll stay quiet. What are we doing, King? Are we
All right.
escaping?
So you move back in there. You kind of squeeze through open spaces in the rubble, and you find yourself in a really tight space with him. And then there actually is a tunnel that leads off to the north that is right behind him. And so you get over there and realize that he's entirely naked. Like completely.
Oh, this is inappropriate.
He doesn't have his armor or his weapons. And he's looking at you, and he's like looking past you to see if anybody spotted you. But
How do you think we delve so deep, boy? Quickly, oil the body up.
Earth and stone can't stop a naked dwarf.
It's not magic.
Something older. Quick, climb into my beard.
Lubrication.
Does it trigger Graham's like nightly routine? Do you start like brushing your hair and your teeth
Oh, okay.
and like getting ready for bed?
So anyway, he's like, he looks at you and he says, I forgot to tell you, the whole reason I dreamed you up. They can't finish that ritual or else it's all lost.
I know.
And
Hey, what do you think about this idea, King? Are we going to go somewhere else, right? What if I just shot a magic missile at one? That would be kind of fun, don't you think?
Yeah.
And then we get out of here?
no, we're not going anywhere. I am. You've got to take care of that. He's already starting to like push you back out. Find your way up there, he says.
Okay.
So he turns and takes off down that tunnel, his buttocks flexing spectacularly as he runs, and disappears into the darkness.
The majesty.
And
So tight it can form a diamond.
On second thought, let's not go with that dwarf. He's a silly man.
so
you may get lucky, or it may just be a lump of coal.
from where you are, you can see that there. You could either go back out the way that you came in and go back to that. That's one way up on that platform. Back to that rope might be a long jump, but from what you've seen, the access to that platform seems to only be from the direction those hobgoblin prisoners are being dragged
So that's a opening that's coming from another room on a higher level.
Yeah, it seems to be.
Take a page out of that King's book, strip down, blood tooth in your mouth, and jump across.
But do a spot.
Okay.
No check penalties if you're naked.
Yep,
That's in the rules.
it is.
Right. So when you're looking at that platform, you see that the platform that the sorcerers and nesses are standing on is held up by large chains that hook into the ceiling. There's also large chains on the corners of the outer platform.
And those also hook onto the ceiling.
Yeah, it's just that the one on the furthest to the east, on the side closest to you, there seems to be a hole bigger than there needs to be where that chain reaches into the ceiling.
Okay.
So that's what you can spot.
I think that's it for me.
Yeah, let me get this on there for you. Okay, there you are. All right, so that's it for your turn. And let's see. Now, you also happen to hear war cries and shouts from the direction the bugbears went, and the sound of battle down that direction. And the beholder doesn't turn around, but a couple of its eye stalks do swivel back that way to see what's going on. Fenrith.
Yep.
Your turn. So you've got these two bugbears in front of you with their chains, and they're blocking your path, and it's your move.
All right, I'll cast Righteous Might on myself.
All right. There you go.
You want to change the round count to 12 rounds?
Got it.
And I think my damage reduction is 10 now.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I'll call out for these things to stand down after I resize.
Okay. What language
Try
do
a
you
new
use?
tact. Let's see. I think I've only got 2. Well, I guess 3 if you count common. But I'll try it in Celestial.
Okay.
And that's, I think, so far the only luck I've had communicating with people in this world. I'll tell them that I've already killed scores of their friends and that they should get out of my way.
Okay.
Did you want to resize me as well?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm working on.
So hopefully that's the clincher now that I'm huge.
You're huge?
Just large.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like a giant.
Okay. So yeah, you grow in size, and it's actually kind of cramped in here for you now, but there you are. And you've said to him to stand down. Anything else for your turn?
Nope. That'll be it for that.
Okay.
Did my light get turned off?
Yeah, I have to fix it.
Okay. So now I'm just standing in darkness. He's trying to break me.
I also close my eyes and pretend to be a giant.
So, really, flashback to all those fights. I'm just standing in the background. Not doing anything.
Do you take the 2 hilts of Bloodtooth and act like you're like their little action figures that you play?
Didn't you do that once?
What?
I swear that you did that with the Bloodtooth and the other knife that he made, like making him kiss or something.
When I first got the second one.
No kith.
Mm-hmm.
It occurred to me that Graham is like our version of the king for our party.
Pretty
It's
much.
Just seems a little bit insane because he's constantly talking to his daggers.
They really talk, though, I swear.
No, I think it might be a bit scarier if we discover that Graham is not insane, which means the king is not insane, which means he dreamed us up.
There you go.
He may have. His dream may have brought us back.
All right. So, yeah, you grow in size, and you can feel the strength of your deity coursing through you. There's no indication that they understood you, though, because they move forward. Well, actually, this one just attacks you with his spiked chain. Let's see. He's going to, he'll just do a full attack on you. But he misses. So, it's just clanging off your shield and things like that. This one will 5 foot up and do the same.
Would that provoke from me?
No.
This is a 15-foot reach weapon now.
Yeah, so he does a full attack on you. The first attack misses, but he does slash you with the second. So it does, end up being a scratch.
He made me bleed my own blood.
Yeah. All right. Ron.
So I'm going to delay my action so that when Casimir starts running, I start running with the rope kind of over my shoulder. So that I'll be pulling against it once he stops moving forward.
All right, so we'll put you after him. And Casimir.
All right, I'll begin running to there, at which point I will attempt to jump 30 feet.
All right, let's see your roll.
Ready. I'll hero point it. Let's see if
Okay.
I can get better. Come on. 4. So I jumped 20 feet.
All right.
Out to there.
Right, so you take off running and you jump, and you can feel right as soon as you leave the ground that this isn't it. You didn't have the. You just got the steps wrong. You're not going to make it across the way. Rohan, your
Get the
turn.
Jesus pose, Casimir.
So yeah, I'll when he gives the word, I'll begin running that direction, and hopefully once he gets to where his momentum starts to slow in his jump, the rope will go taut, and I'll pull him in.
I see what you're doing here. It's a good teamwork thing here. All right. So if you run that way, and let me do some secret rolls here.
Okay.
What is your
I really
strength?
wish I didn't have strength damage right now.
I really wish you didn't have strength damage right now. So
I wish you guys would have just went around.
We didn't know that was an option.
Because I didn't either.
All right. So we'll say you were 8 short on your jump. And then with him using the rope and taking off running at the same time, and his strength check, we can get enough. You can get enough to make it to the edge right here. And then from you, we'll need a reflex
all right.
to see if you can catch onto that edge and not fall down.
As horrible as it is, there is rules in climb for attempting to catch yourself.
Oh, is there good? Yeah. let me check that.
Unfortunately, yes.
Yeah.
What are the chances of me being able to meld with this?
What action type is that? Is that a free or a standard?
I believe it's whatever the activation of the item is, and then move for me. So what is that? Action or free, Travis, for like your
From your ring?
yeah, like your water walking stuff or
Oh, well, the create. Generally using the ring is the standard action, but sometimes the ability can be like has a certain type of other action. So I don't know how Brandon wrote it on there.
Catching yourself when falling.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I'm reading right now.
Command word standard action.
That seems a lot more
All right.
harsh
So
than I thought it would be.
Well, it's for their little bit of realism.
Yeah. Although that catching yourself when falling seems like it's meant for like if you're falling down a cliff face, stopping yourself.
But-
He is now.
Yeah.
yeah, well, looks like it's a reflex save then.
Okay. Yeah, they're just being amazing with me today.
How long was that rope?
50 feet. But I'm
Alright.
guessing we've probably got about 5 or 10 feet on each side where like I've got it
Yeah,
over my
it's
shoulder.
tied
and
around.
He's got it tied around him.
Okay. So you don't make the jump and you sail across there and you realize you're not going to make it, but you get a boost from Rohan who pulls you a little bit further and you manage to grasp that edge, but you can't hang on to it and you slip off of it, but you haven't hit the lava yet.
All right.
So that'll be the end of both of your turns. And then next time we'll see if Rohan has the strength to not be pulled backwards. And that's what it will depend on.
Falling? Rohan?
Never.
I'm coming, Casimir.
I practiced this in season 1.
Fall that way.
Yeah, I got a lot of practice that day in falling.
Well, on my turn, I might be able to merge with the brick or with the wall
Yeah.
because I didn't have it this time.
It's not going to stop Rohan from falling, though.
No.
He'll take the rope in with him and drag me out the window.
Just let it go. I've got to salvage this rope.
Well, I only go like it's described weird. It's like just barely into,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's not like going like super deep.
And you can you move through it? Yeah.
No, I can just only inhabit the a stone large enough.
Can you exit out up?
No,
Or do you have to go back the same way?
back out the same way.
What will it do to your rope?
Nothing. Best of my knowledge, I'm allowed to take stuff in with me.
Yeah.
Give you some time to not depend on your strength totally.
Yeah.
He might be able to pull me out. I'm not sure. Like, I don't think he would be able to, but
Not with the strength damage I have. I got a -1 modifier right now.
What are you, 9?
Yeah. Yeah. I normally got a 12 and I got 3 damage from, what was that? Was it the roper? No. Where did I get the strength damage?
I don't know, man. What's pull or dragging?
were we fighting any undead recently?
Oh, wasn't it? Yeah, that thing on the bridge or after the bridge, didn't it touch
Oh,
him?
the
exactly?
wraith.
Oh, yeah, the wraith.
whatever.
That's
yeah,
it.
there was a, yeah.
That was it. It's a good thing I don't rely on strength very often.
But when I do, my friend's about to fall into lava.
Oh, 450 pounds is what you could drag. 5 feet, full round action.
Yeah. I might be able to drag him.
You lose
At the
your
very-
dex bonus, though. Watch out.
At the very least, that should. And I've only got 5 hit points left, so till I'm knocked unconscious. So if something attacks us, then I'm just going back through the window right behind him. Although I'd probably let go of the rope.
I want to go and gather every scene where we do interesting things with ropes to get across gaps and whatnot, because I think there's one I can think of when we came down the waterfall. You came down the fast way, but we were down on a rock
Yeah,
and we were doing like
Pulley
rope
bridges,
and
yeah.
everything like that.
yeah. I had to shoot a rope out to you guys. You guys had to fish it out of the water, and then we like held on to it, and you like swung out from the island, and yeah,
I think that's how I got across too. Was I had to get
You
a
were on
rope
the
out
other
to the
side,
middle.
Yeah, because you ran across back the way we had come across the bridge.
Yeah.
Or the fallen tree.
Adventurers with ropes. Anything's possible.
All right, so Graham, you see the hobgoblin prisoners being shuffled to the edge of this platform, and the that elf that you saw that was focused and wiggling his fingers, he's beginning a chant now that is really loud. Seems to echo off all the walls. Seems to come from more than one direction, but definitely something magical going on, some sort of ritual.
And the entire time, Bloodtooth is whispering to cut those fingers off.
But it's your turn, Graham.
Okay, so if I've understood all the descriptions right, I see 3 potential ways to get up to that platform. One would be to come out from the door onto the platform where they're coming from. So that means locating where that's at. One would be to come down, possibly through that hole the chain's going through. And then the third option would be to climb up from the bottom.
Yeah.
But that one seems immediately X'd out because that means, hey guys,
Right.
don't mind me. So first things first, let's go gather that rope up. So I will click on my haste boots
Okay.
and move silently, half speed, 60 feet. This way I'll hide when I can. Would you like some new rolls?
No, we'll use your other ones. Unless
And-
you want new rolls.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
And what did I end up with? 3 or 4 rounds left on the haste boots for today?
Right. Let me put that. You had 4 left. Let me check my notes.
But that spends all the actions I have for that turn.
You had 5 left. Fenrith, brings us to you now.
All right. I will start a full attack on Sergeant 16.
Okay. All right. So both
2 hits.
of those are hits. Why? Yeah, both of those are hits. Yeah. So your flaming sword slashes deep cuts into this bugbear while he's whirling his chain around, and you can see blood splattering on the floor there. Anything else?
No.
Okay. All right. So in retaliation, he will attack you back.
I said no gives backs.
Yeah. All right. So what he basically is doing then is trying to use that chain to pull your sword out of your hand. So we'll need an opposed attack roll, please.
Just
An attack
no.
roll.
Okay.
All right. So he is successful there. Wait a minute. No, he's not, because you should have got a +4 because you're using your sword in both hands, right? Because your shield is animated.
Yeah. Thought I had that set up already.
No,
Well,
you
that's
don't
a
get
point
it.
difference
That's
on
just
this.
just,
That's a 1
just
point,
for a
okay.
disarm contest. Yeah,
Yeah.
So 38 then.
right. Yeah, so you'd want that. So he did not disarm you. So that's his first attack. So that was his, and the other bugbear is going to attack you as well. He's going to try the same thing. So put a +4 on your opposed attack roll here.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're the victor there as well. So they're both trying to pull your sword out of your hand with their chains, but they're not able to. And Casimir. So you're dangling there. I guess we really should determine if Ron falls backwards first, because that'll determine what you want to do, right?
Mm.
Or you just want to meld into the...
Well, yeah, I'm going to have to try to do something. So it's either climb if I'm able, or meld if I'm fallen to prevent from falling anymore.
Okay.
So I'll see if I can stop his downward progress.
Yeah, that's what it comes to. So you do a strength check then, Rohan.
In the tower?
No, you can just throw it out there.
We think we know how it's going to go. It's all right, man.
Oh,
Hey.
Nice.
All right. So, Casimir, you are not falling.
All right, so,
So you're about 5 feet from, your feet are 5 feet from the lava down there. But
all right. So yeah, I'll attempt to start scaling this wall, or at least attach to it.
you should be able to climb the rope too.
make a climb check,
Add a
and we'll add
+2.
we'll add +4 for the rope.
All right.
Well, wouldn't it just be like climbing
The DC for the
the
rope.
DC for climbing a rope against a wall?
Oh, if you want to solely be climbing the rope and not with the wall at all, and trust Rohan to
Well,
stay
and
steady.
what is it? Is it half your movement speed?
Yeah.
I could go 20 feet up.
Yeah, you
so-
could make it.
Yeah, so I'll do that. Climb.
Is it like a 5, right?
Where
What?
was that when you jumped?
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, 30. I'll take it.
All right. So, yeah, you pull yourself up there by that rope and get up onto solid ground then.
Yeah, so that'll be my turn, but I'll kind of like sit there and kind of like, good job, Rohan.
And I'll
Maybe
be-
make sure my boots are not smoking still.
All right. So, back to Rohan. Rohan, your turn. So, you've got this rope, and it's wrapped around Casimir. And he's managed to get up, but now here you are at sort of a crossroads where this track has deviated, and then there's a separate one going off to the east. And you can also see one of those golem statues. I mean, it looks identical, so you're just I'm going to say you assume it's a golem, but it's standing astride the tracks there facing your direction, but it's not moving.
Okay. I'm going to be rubbing the shoulder where the rope had dug in as I kind of look around and see if I can see which direction Fenrith had gone. Toss a...
Lowers your hit points are. Thank God that the rope burn didn't go through. Take your arm clean off.
Yep. Yeah, if there had been too much damage on that, you would have found an unconscious Rohan up there.
A disaster has occurred. You need to train your cats better. That's the problem.
Yeah. Or just put them in a blender.
Oh man, I was about to start down a question topic. That
All right.
isn't
So,
good.
you wanted to.
See if I can find which direction Fenrith had headed after he...
Right. So you make that roll, and you're looking at the ground, but you can't see what direction he went. But you do see the disruption in the dust and the pebbles in the ground is centered right here in this area. But it looks to you, just from where you are, like those are the signs of the Golem's passage. Way too big to be Fenrith or any.
Okay.
That's the best you can catch with that roll.
Okay. Could I maybe do a 5-foot step so I can take a look a little bit farther up this tunnel?
Yeah, I mean, you can peek around there. You can see it curves back down.
Okay. So far, those golems seem like they're on our side, but it's hard to tell.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay, that's that.
So at what point do our clothing, like our traveler's outfits, just become...
Beggar's rags?
Yeah. Right now.
God, that would hurt.
So, Graham, the ritual or incantation is ongoing.
Do the other priestess leave?
No, I mean there's still the invisible one doing all this chanting.
Thought there were two up there.
Yeah, there are. If you can't see one, it's because you went out of range.
Oh, okay.
But so far, the hobgoblin prisoners are just standing there while this is going on. Graham, it's your turn.
Okay, I'll walk up to where that opening was. I think it was around here, where the rope of climbing was left coiled.
Yep, that's where it was.
And I'll move, and I'll put one of the blood tooths away. And I don't think I didn't identify that magic item, so I guess I can activate blindly.
Yeah.
I'll just, tell it to uncoil, and hopefully if that works when it drops, I'll gather it up. So here's my use magic device. I think I need a 25 to activate blindly. That's the one that has so if I fail by 10 or more, I suffer a mishap. If I fail by 9 or less, nothing happens.
Okay.
So I guess I'll be crouched there looking at it perplexed. I thought that would have worked.
Maybe you got one of the words mispronounced.
I called it like a dog or something.
Come here, Rope.
Yeah, so you do have a hold of it, but...
did he say tug twice or 3 times?
Oh, he didn't say anything.
It's still tied up there.
And that is it for me.
Okay, now back to you, Fenrith. So these bugbears have been trying to disarm you, but have not been successful so far.
Okay. I will 5 foot back out of their range.
Okay.
And I will cast Baylor Nimbus on myself. It'll last for 12 rounds. It creates flames around me and my equipment. Each round it deals 66 points of fire damage to any creature grappling me or any creature I grapple on my turn.
Okay.
And I think that would be it.
All right.
Because I'm 5 foot and then the spell.
Yeah, so these flames spring up around you then. And you can see the surprise in the bugbear's face, but, they have those hateful red eyes and that constant hatred on their face, so it doesn't stop them from trying to attack you.
One hit?
Yeah, so he manages to slash you once with his spike chain, but doesn't do any damage to you. Another one will step forward and do the same, but he can't get past your armor.
God, imagine the headache after this fight. There's 2 chains just pounding around on full plate.
Okay, Casimir, your turn.
It's very
All right.
echoey.
I'm going to stand up and I'm going to move over to Rohan. Yeah, there we go. And that's my turn.
Okay.
Maybe you like the sound now.
It's
Probably can't
slowly
hear the
driving me
sound.
crazy.
And Ron.
So I'll put the rope away in my bag. And can we see like the glowing light from or hear any chanting from that room to the north of us? Past the golem? Because on the map I can see it at least. I don't know if Casimir
then
can.
yeah, you can.
Okay. So I'll kind of look at him and say, should we follow the ominous glowing?
Can we actually see what we're seeing on the map?
Yeah.
Okay, let's start buffing up. Yes,
You
let
guys
us
should
prepare.
camp first.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you guys can see a glowing light up ahead. The source of the light you can't see, even though you can see it on the map.
Okay.
So we can also see...
But you can see the platform, and you can see the sorceress up there and the hobgoblins, and
Okay.
you can see the beholder.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, so let us prepare then, Rohan.
All right. Let's see. Putting the rope away would have been a move action, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'll pull out a scroll of bark skin and get ready to use it next round.
Okay.
Right now my spell list consists of detect magic.
Do I have enough action left to do a listen check to see if I can hear the sound of Fenris armor?
Yeah, go ahead, do a listen check.
You just sound like a fork caught in a garbage disposal.
Yeah, pretty accurate, I think.
You don't hear Fenris
All
armor.
these flailing chains about.
So you can hear the sounds of, the chanting going on in there and movement. And then also you do hear movement coming towards you from that tunnel to your left.
Okay.
And it sounds really close, actually. It sounds close enough that you should be able to see what's making the sound.
Okay. I'll, kind of look that direction, trying to see what's coming as I pull the scroll out. Graham's not going to recognize me. He's going to stab me.
Yeah, so you can hear the scrape of something moving across the tracks and, crunching pebbles and things like that coming towards you down that tunnel.
Okay.
And with that listen skill you got, like I said, they're close enough that you should be able to see them by now.
Okay. Yeah, as a free action, I'll say to Casimir, there's something I think it may be invisible coming at us down this tunnel.
Okay.
Hmm.
Okay, Graham. The incantation has reached a crescendo, and everybody can hear this sorcerer's voice rebounding off of the walls as as his volume raises, and this other sorceress pushes one of the hobgoblins off of the edge. And whatever's the source of that light is below the ground level, so you can't see it, but there is a loud scream of agony and fear. And then the light intensifies for a moment before going back down. And the other hobgoblins in line are pushed forward.
Well, that's my timer.
Can I spellcraft to see about what that spell is, or maybe how much longer we got on it?
Yeah, roll a spellcraft.
You betrayed Shiva.
Oh man, that movie.
Yeah.
What, we frozen?
I got a 36.
Okay, give me a second here.
All right.
Him biting his leg off.
Why am I carrying around a halfling's skull?
Good question.
I don't know. I got rid of my demon skull a long time ago.
All right, so you roll your spellcraft, and you're listening to this incantation here that this guy's doing, which even though it reached a a higher note, higher decibel level, and then died back down to normal. But it's ongoing. It's not like it ended.
Okay.
But let me get you the spell that it is here. So what it seems to be, from what you can hear, is something to do with the planes. Right?
Okay.
So right now, it would sound to you like sort of like a plane shift spell, but done backwards, right?
Okay.
If that makes any sense. So specifically, you're hearing, let me get that, a spell known as Contact Other Plane. You're hearing
Okay.
in there. But this one is different in the sense that it's got other elements to it, like you would expect from like a summoning spell, and also seems to have elements of a teleport spell.
Mm-mm.
And on top of that, you think you've detected the reversal would be the best word for it, of a planar binding spell. Not that you've ever cast such a thing or heard, but just based on the incantation, that's sounds to you like what they might be trying to do.
Okay.
Is a group of things like that. So for you, there'd have been like just the smallest blip of training or learning having to do with like a blood magic, and the notion of magic being enhanced by the sacrifice of unwilling creatures. But this fits that, if anything does.
Yeah.
And Graham, your move.
All right, let's try to get that rope down again. I'll say something different. Uncoil. And it works that time.
Yes, it does work. So with that, the rope unties itself and coils itself up nicely in your hands.
Okay, so I think I got a move action left. Now, I'm kind of curious if you guys are in a position where I can spot any of you. I can see them on the map. Brandon, would you like a spot check to actually see if I can see them?
Yeah, let's do that, because there'd be a lot of stuff in your way. So as a matter of fact, so no, you can't.
Oh, okay, there's like stuff blocking.
Yeah,
the way.
I didn't do. Let me fix this real quick.
With how good he's been hiding, I don't think we could see him.
And I'd look like a savage elf.
Because
anyways.
really,
Oh, yeah.
these things are up off of the ground, so you wouldn't be able to see past
All those structures?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so then with my action, I'll stealthily move. I think that's by the door there. Yeah. So that should be my turn, is moving down to that door where the bugbears came out of.
Okay.
And I'll keep the same rolls if that works for you. Maybe one up. That. And carrying that rope puts me at a medium load. Actually, you might want new hide and move silently rolls.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because they have a different penalty now.
All right, so we got, let's see, I'd move silently. Right, that seems to work a little better. So that's what it would actually look like. Except for you guys, you'll just have to take my word for it. All right, so you move over there to the door, you said?
Yeah. Did they leave it open or did they close it behind them?
It's closed. And then you did a hide move, so let's do...
Actually, if I can go one more up. I just wanted to be right at the northern edge of the door.
Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you move up there, and it doesn't seem to you like anybody noticed, but you do spot the halfling on his warg. He moves over here and looks that direction. I mean, he's not looking your direction. He's looking
North.
Yeah, but it did draw him over there.
I can't see him on the map, though, so he must be outside of my view.
There you go.
Oh, okay.
So that's that. Then it would be Fenrith's turn.
I got kicked out of Fantasy Ground.
Loser. Okay, well, you lose your turn, then get it together next time, and maybe you won't.
Authorization failed. Client username already in use.
Yeah.
Must have you
Give it a
logged
second.
in still on their side.
Yeah.
There it goes. Can you share that map with me again?
Yeah.
It's all 5 foot forward, so I'm right next to those guys.
Okay. All right. So you push up in front of them there.
And then I'm going to attempt to grapple 16.
Okay. All right. So do you have improved grapple?
I don't.
Why'd you move up?
Yeah.
Did I need?
You have
thought I
reach,
needed
right?
To. Because of the weapon.
Well, if you grapple them, you could do it from 5
Oh.
foot back or right up. You don't.
Yeah, I thought you were large.
Okay.
Yeah, you move into their space once you complete the grapple.
And then you'd get a bonus, I believe, for size. But
Yeah. So you get a +4 bonus for. So we'll add that. So you what, a 22?
22. Yeah.
All right, but it will get an attack of opportunity against you,
Okay.
and it will use. Let's see. It will use the staff of disintegration.
Oh man, I didn't know it had that.
No, he will swing at you with his spike
I
chain.
thought he was going to pull a Final Fantasy insta-death.
well, technically,
But-
I think he could only hit with the staff.
Misses.
Yeah.
And then, so I'll do his opposed grapple here.
Could you release a held charge as an attack of opportunity? Like if you had shocking grasp held?
All right, so it's won the grapple, so you're not able to
Okay.
initiate the grapple.
Try it
You
again
might
for
not
my second
threaten.
attack.
Well, you,
I didn't
that's
add the
true.
+4, but 26 this time.
All right, opposed grapple, and you are successful that time.
Okay.
So you've initiated the grapple here. So now we're grappling, and you deal damage to this target as if with an unarmed strike plus your 6d6 fire damage, right?
Yeah, I don't even have to try and unarmed strike him. As long as we're grappling, he'll take the 66 on my turn.
Yeah, but he'll also take
Oh.
damage as if from an unarmed strike. So
What is that damage?
1d3 plus strength.
Yeah,
So dual, I believe.
I think from you it'll be a 1d4
Oh, yeah.
plus strength.
Okay.
Go look at his size.
So strength would be
But do the 66
Okay.
damage first. We'll do 66 fire damage.
why doesn't it have times 6?
Yeah, you just left click the dice you want and then right click it as many times as you want.
Oh,
Like hold in the left click and then right click.
6. All right.
Now, was anything added to this? 66 plus anything?
Nope,
Okay.
just 66. There's no saving throw, no spell resistance.
All right, so he's taken 19 damage from that, and then roll a d4.
What's
And what is your strength right now?
let's see, 23,
Yeah, 23.
which should be +6.
Yeah. So we'll do 9 damage. Okay. Yeah, so you step forward and grab a hold of him, and then that fire starts pouring over him and burning his flesh. And he's screaming in agony. Anything else for your turn?
No, that should be it.
Okay, so now you are in his space. So we'll just set it up that way.
Does this create an alarm for Graham that someone has lost their dex in a grapple?
Yeah.
And he can now sneak attack freely.
All right, so you'd have no dexterity bonus to your AC against opponents you're not grappling. So this other one who's free is going to attack you.
Okay.
So what is your dex bonus to AC? 1?
Just 1. Yeah.
So he'll take a couple slashes at you, both of which miss. And then Casimir, back to you.
I'll
Now,
fight.
Casimir, at this point, even you can hear something approaching from that tunnel to your left.
All right. And Rohan believes it to be something invisible. So I'll step up and I'll attempt to cast from a scroll. See invisibility.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on. I guess there's no spell failure on that one because it doesn't seem to want to roll it. I'll double check here.
Yeah. Well, it probably is confused by the fact that it's a scroll.
Yeah, there's a somatic component. Percentile.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, it goes off.
Right. So as soon as that goes off, that'll last for, let's see, that's a 2nd level spell.
I believe I made them at 2nd level.
Okay.
So it'd be, what is that? 3? So 10 minutes so 30 minutes.
Okay. All right. So you, as soon as that spell goes off, you see 2 bearded devils holding glaives, slinking down this way towards you.
2 bearded devils, Rohan.
Oh, great.
There's another scroll in my bag if you want to use it. And I'll ready my... Well, actually, I can't ready anything. That's my turn.
So, let's see. This round, I'll step back and cast the bark skin that I already had in my hands.
Okay.
So, let's stop target everybody else. Target me. Bark skin myself. Let's see. I did a move.
All right. So did that.
Actually, I'll step back far enough behind him that I have a little bit of distance. I'll go right behind him. Because if I'm going to grab it out of his pack next round, then I'm going to need to...
Also, you don't need
be
to
close.
run faster than the bearded devils. You just need to run faster than me. And getting
Yeah.
a head start works real good.
Yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay. All right. So these devils begin their advance. And it's once they get to here, Casimir, that it becomes clear to you that it's clear to them that you see them.
Yeah.
So they're keeping their distance for now, and they have their glaives. But it did bring them up short because they realized that you could see them. So, all right. Then, Graham, you see another hobgoblin step out, and it seems to you like there's another one behind it. But it's your turn.
Okay. I'm going to try to get through this door. Do you think it makes any sense to try to do it stealthily with a halfling looking right up there? Or should I be extraordinarily reckless and just depend on my disguise, stand up straight, walk in like I own the place?
Well, you do know that D&D doesn't have facing.
I know. That's the problem.
He is not looking in your direction.
All right. Well, we'll try. Since I'm hiding, we'll try to stick with that. So, yeah, I just want to move through the door, assuming it wasn't locked when those guys came out. Or they'll be like the Han Solo running after the stormtrooper into the barracks. Just rows of bugbears. I got you a rope.
So you want to go in through the door?
Yeah.
Will it not let you open it?
Oh, sorry. Okay, let's step in, see what we see.
All right. Yeah, so you step in here. This door seems to want to close on its own.
Okay. I'll move the rest of that move action to get a better look of into the room.
Okay. So you step into this room, still using your Bloodtooth vision. You can see that this was an armory, a dwarven armory. Now, the interesting thing you see here is that there's little cracks in the floor stones, but otherwise the room is in immaculate condition. There's no dust. All of the weapons and armor are polished and shiny and visibly well taken care of. And all of the weapons and armor seem to be in their place. There's nothing missing from the armor sets on the wall, and weapons laid out on the table.
Any daggers?
Yeah. You see daggers, swords, axes, pole arms, plate armor, but none of it seems to have been disturbed, and it is noticeably different from the weapons and armor used by the bugbears present here.
Well, I have a difficult time as Graham prioritizing my various missions, so I'll walk up to a dagger and grab it for Rohan. Which part of the room am I going for? The southern table or the one in the center?
No, the eastern side.
Okay. So I can make it to about there.
Yeah, so right there, at that table is where you'll find the dagger. So
Okay.
on this table, you have a... Why is it messing with me?
Let me deactivate my haste too, and that should be all my actions.
On this table in front of you, you have a...
Sorry.
What's that? Oh,
That's a cleric level check. Just randomly pops out occasionally.
yeah. So on that table in front of you, you see a dagger, a hand axe, and a spiked chain.
Yep, so I'll be paused before inspecting the various weapons until Graham's next turn.
Okay.
And I wanted to drop the haste at the end there. No, I guess I can do it. Never mind.
Okay. Fenrith, on to you.
All right, so we'll do the damage real quick.
Okay. Yeah, so that time the fire just continues pouring over him and just, burns the life out of him.
Okay, so I guess with my attack action, I'll try and grab this number 18 then.
Okay.
Well, we're not down on the ground or anything, right?
No.
Okay. I guess can I, instead of doing that, just do a normal attack with my sword?
Yeah. You could do one attack.
Yeah, that's...
Are you grappled? Or
Not
grappling?
anymore.
Okay.
All right, so we've got a hit, almost a critical, but you got a hit.
Roll a 20 and then a 1.
All right. Yeah, so you sliced into him now. You can see the pain in his face. Your sword pushes past his armor plating. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that should be it.
All right, so he is going to do a full attack on you, but he misses. And Casimir, that brings us to your turn.
All right. I'm going to move up to them like that. So attacks opportunity if they take them. I got +4 because of mobility.
Yeah, they will.
Okay. So +4 is on, so go for it.
Okay.
I should have waited for you to raid my backpack.
I'll move up and get to it.
All right, so they stab at you with their glaives there as you approach. But that first one misses. The second one misses as well.
Thank God. And then I will minus 5 from my attack to add to my defense. And I will attack the one that's right in front of me, wielding my trident in both hands.
Okay.
Oh, am I not targeting him? I thought I was.
Yeah, that's a hit.
Okay.
Or no, you're targeting the bearded. Or yeah, that's a hit.
I don't think they're on the combat tracker, are they?
Yeah, so it's just not showing it.
Yeah.
All right, so it's a hit.
Yep. Okay.
And I'll add that to my... So, and that's my turn.
All right. And Rohan.
So I'll move up and grab a scroll out of his pack.
How many scrolls do you have in
That's the last one.
there? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, we're really running out of resources in pretty much every possible way.
Yeah.
I've got a scroll of hide from animals left.
So this one will step back then and do an attack on you,
Okay.
but misses terribly. And this one will do the same, but his attacks miss as well, or its. And then Graham, let's see, I guess it's...
Did you grab the scroll, Justin?
Yeah, I got the scroll.
Okay. Let me mark it off here.
Can you put it into the party sheet? I can grab it from there.
Yeah, but I also got to mark it off on the, whatchamacallit. I'm not seeing it there. Maybe I accidentally did mark it off. All right, so...
Graham, your turn.
Okay. So I'll spend a precious turn securing a dagger into my inventory. Don't worry, Bloodtooth, this isn't for me. This is for my companion. Even if it was for me, I'd just use it for cutting up bread and cheese, things that are below your station, as a kidney slicing dagger. See, it's in the bag. I'm not gonna use it.
I'll put it in your inventory here. Okay, what else for your turn, Graham?
I think the shuffle would take up my whole turn, but I will step to my right and get prepared to look this door to the south over. If that is indeed a door, yeah, it is. That's it.
All right, so put the dagger in your inventory.
Oh,
Yeah, you step over, so you got that one door in front of you. Now we have Fenrith. Your move.
All right, I'll full attack this number 18 here.
Okay. All right, both hit.
Mm-hmm.
So 18 damage and 23 damage. Pretty good. So yeah, you're slicing bits of flesh off of him now. Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that should be it.
Okay, so what he's gonna do...
Drop to his knees and beg you not to kill him, that he has 3 children at home that need him.
I'll give him a hug. Tell him it'll all be okay.
You have to wait till your next action to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna try and trip you.
Okay.
So now we have an opposed strength check. Your strength or dex, whichever is better. Nice. Okay, so he won that strength check. All right, so you're prone. Let me put the effect on you, and then he gets an immediate attack against you. Oh, almost was going to be. So his attack just can't penetrate your armor, but you're prone on the ground there. And that'll be his turn. Casimir.
All right. If this ritual goes off, Rohan, there's going to be some bad stuff that occurs. I don't quite know what it will be, but it's going to be bad. So if need be, there's a scroll also in my bag that might put an end to that, hopefully. So
What scroll?
Circle of Death. But if need be, if it sounds like they're about to finish it, I'll tell you if I'm still awake. Grab it and go cast it down there. Until then, I'll try to keep these guys from you. So I'll 5 foot and I'll full attack the goblin, or not goblin, bearded devil.
Okay.
I'll minus 5 from my attack to add to my defense. And, I still got the haste yeah, that looks right. Okay. 1 hit.
Yep. All right.
And that's my turn.
Okay, so yeah, you step forward and slice into that, and you can tell it's resistant a little bit. You still did damage to it, so
Okay.
Roll on your turn.
So I'll cast that scroll of see invisibility on me,
Okay.
and then
What's your check penalties? Or your arcane failure on that?
with the mithril chain,
Should be 10%.
yeah, I think it's 10%.
You have the same as me, mithril chainmail.
Yeah.
Yeah, 10%.
Yeah, do a percentile roll. See if you... Ooh, close.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But you got it, so you can see those 2 bearded devils now.
I want you to stay away from me with them type of percentile rolls, man.
Ain't better me getting them than you.
Yeah, I'm superstitious enough when it comes to those.
Okay. Anything else, Rohan?
I'll take a 5 foot step back and kind of pull my bow up to get ready to fight the next round.
Okay.
And whisper to this golem to the north of us, if you're going to help us, now's the time.
Psst, buddy, come on.
All right. So Casimir, this devil that you're fighting just drops his glaive and starts slashing at you with its claws.
Okay. What was it? Do they get beard attacks too?
Yeah, if it hits with both claw attacks. Which it did.
Oh, no.
Does that just make it a fallen dwarf?
All right, so that's 2 hits with each of its claws.
What happens to dwarves when they go to hell? All right.
So 5 and 3, and then its beard, it automatically hits. The affected creature takes 1d8 plus 2 points damage. We'll add 10 damage there.
Yeah, kind of woozy.
Make a fort save.
All right.
Okay, so you're good there. So that was that one's turn. The other one will keep its glaive and step back and attack you with it. But he is not able to hit you. It sounds again like that sorcerer is getting louder, reaching the end of this particular verse of his incantation. Graham.
All right, I'll look this door over for traps.
Okay, you don't detect any traps on the door.
It's 4 round action, unfortunately. So I'll step up to it, though, get prepped to try to go through it. And that's it for me.
Okay. All right, so at this point, you start to hear like a a rumbling, and you can feel the ground shake around you, Casimir and Rohan. And whether in response to your whisper or not, this golem does start to move. So it immediately just starts moving towards you.
I think I might disengage and go towards that ritual.
Well, we'll see if this thing's friendly first. If not, then...
Well, if it's not, I'm dead this turn. So
Yeah, so basically just pays no attention to you, Rohan, and moves through your area there.
I will not contest it.
And immediately begins swinging its fist at that bearded devil in front of you, Casimir.
all right.
But it misses. In this case, its hand makes contact with the wall and slams, sends rock chips scattering down the tunnel. Fenrith.
I'm going to stand up.
All right, so it'll take its attack on you as you stand up, and he's successful, hitting you with his spike chain. Just manages to scratch you, though. But now you're not prone anymore.
And I'll take my attack on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
It's a critical hit. All right, so you kill him. So you stand up and, slice his head off, I guess.
That's what you get for tripping it.
And that would be my turn.
Yeah, so his headless body falls to the ground. Give me one moment here.
I don't know why, but watching that shift suddenly like that made me a little bit dizzy.
What shifted?
The
map.
The map shifted,
Oh.
just didn't enough to mess with my eyes.
Casimir, that brings us to you.
So it sounded like that spell's coming to its end.
Yeah, well, once again, his volume's increasing and he's reaching that fever pitch like he did before.
So it could just be another sacrifice or the end of the spell.
Yeah. From your perspective, I can't remember where you guys were when they pushed that first one off. You'd say, yeah, you would have seen that. So yeah, you could be building up to it. Another one of those, which because they have multiple victims lined up, this is probably going to go on for a while.
We got a nice easy bean counter, basically.
Yeah. Or, it could be the end and they just brought extra just in case. So, but,
All right.
wait, your turn.
Yeah, I'm going to -5 for my attack. Add the old defense, and I'll continue my attack on this bearded devil.
Okay.
Where did my attacks go? Misses. Oh, looks like one hit.
One hit, yeah. All right, so you stab into that one, and you've done a good amount of damage to it. Looks like it's just hanging on by a thread now.
Okay, and then I'll 5 foot to there, and that's my turn. I guess I could say to Rohan that they're preparing to sacrifice another hobgoblin.
Okay, Rohan, your turn.
Okay. I'll kind of ask Casimir, what should I head that way to stop it? Or do you need help with these devils?
Yeah.
Too long.
Yeah.
So I'll move 30 feet up this way.
Okay.
And it looks like the only thing I can see is that beholder.
Well, let's see. Yeah, from your angle.
So I will target him. Make my best last stand heroic pose. And,
You're targeting yourself, too.
oh, yeah,
Don't
probably.
do that.
You should be able to see this sorceress up here on the edge of the Well, I guess that platform does block it, that part of the platform. So
I will shoot 2 arrows with a single attack action at the beholder.
okay. So that's a hit.
So 2 arrows strike it.
Pray that it only has 6 hit points.
What are you
And,
talking about? I dealt 19 damage.
well, still. If it
Yeah.
only has 6 hit points, you would have killed it.
So, it's floating there looking off towards that platform, and your 2 arrows slam into the, bulbous side of it in between a couple of eye stalks, and they pierce its flesh for sure.
Okay. That's my turn.
Now hide.
I I figure this would be one of those moments where I make that shot, then it instantaneously turns and disintegrates me.
Might not have to turn.
Just eye stock.
Yeah.
Because its big eye is the anti-magic field, so...
It's true. But yeah, with 5 hit points left, it would be a disintegrate, nothing left.
All right. So, with a snarl, this bearded devil, 5 foot up to you again, Castamere, to continue its attack on you with his claws.
All right.
This time you're able to evade his strikes. But this other one keeps its focus on you as well with his glaive. No, that's a lie. Let's see. 20. So that one misses with its glaive as well.
Okay.
But they are still trying to ignore that golem and attack you. All right, so Ron, you hear a female voice shouting from the section of the platform that you can't see anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't understand what she's saying. But you see her floating in the air over towards you.
Okay.
Where you can see her on the map. And you can tell that she's invisible, but you can see her.
All right.
So she's just floating in the air. She's got a staff, and she's looking at you now. And the sorcerer reaches the highest octave that you think a voice should be possible, and another hobgoblin is forced over the edge. So once again, there's like the light, the radiance is increased greatly for a moment or two. And then Graham, it's your turn.
Okay, let's get this door open.
Okay. So, Graham, you open that door and look in that room, and all you can see is the staircase that leads up to this platform. You can see that over on the left side of the room, but you also see a bugbear standing in front of some sort of smithing equipment facing away from you. And this one, this seems like one of the less important ones like you've encountered before. This is they're not given the good equipment or armor, and just by his stance you can gauge that he's bored and might even be nodding off a little bit.
Okay, all crazy. Well, never mind. How do I cancel movement?
Right click on it again.
Darn scent. Well, harken back to a younger version of Graham where he used to just instantaneously throw his ranged weapon at sudden appearance of threats.
Okay.
I'll hurl my dagger at him.
Yeah, when your dagger was a javelin.
Right.
He's throwing his dagger.
All right, so you're in sneak attack range.
Yeah, and I
he
think
is...
Was that 3 range increments?
2 full range increments, yeah.
Let me get flat-footed on him. Okay.
I have point blank. So I always forget what the range increment penalty is.
-2 per increment.
Okay.
Good old rule of 2.
So -4 + 1. Let's chuck that guy out there.
Okay. So yeah, you open this door and see that bugbear just standing there lazily and not paying attention, and you hurl your dagger. Go ahead and roll damage. It sinks into him.
Okay. And I think I still qualify for sneak attack, right? Since he's unaware. Not 2 of them.
So that's
So 24 subtract 21.
Just
Sorry
keep
about
it.
that, Brandon.
Just keep
He's split midair.
That would be awesome.
You want another dagger,
New
Graham?
feature. Bloodtooth, it's about time for an upgrade.
Okay. Yeah, so you hurl your dagger, and Bloodtooth sinks into his back, and you hear a sharp intake of breath, and he's like reaching over his shoulder, trying to reach for it, but he can't. Anything else for your turn?
That's it for me.
All right, so he sort of stumbles around and catches sight of you, and just immediately charges with his Morning Star and swings at you with it. Like he doesn't even, cry out or anything. He's like instantly charges and swings that. But he misses with his clumsy attack, and now he's starting to yell for help. although he is having difficulty getting enough breath for it to be very loud. Yeah, so this golem continues pummeling this.
Bash the heck out of him.
Yeah, so there's 40 damage from his first hit, and then 27 from his next. So, like, literally turns him into a greasy spot on the floor
The beard.
as he kills that one. And bring us back to you, Fenrith. So, Fenrith, you still got that pull to continue on that direction.
Yeah, I was gonna go up to here and see what these other direction or what other paths lead.
So,
Okay.
when you get to here, you can see there's nothing down south, just a dead end. But up ahead, you can sort of make out a dim, like, tunnel.
All right. Yeah, I'll head down that way.
Yeah, so when you get there is when you see...
Oh, it was a dead end all along.
No, there's a tunnel there.
Yes, I can catch the very edge of it. So it looks like a dead end.
Yeah, but that's the way you're feeling that pull.
Okay.
All right, so we're on. This beholder doesn't turn, but some of the eye stalks snap towards you. And let's see, which one is he going to use on you?
9 disintegration rays.
I think we luckily can't have that happen.
This is a special beholder that only got the disintegrating ray spell in his eye stalks.
Sounds like they're probably special ones too. So like one's a cone, one's a disintegration
And
gas.
his big one isn't an anti-magic field. It's just a huge disintegration ray.
Yeah, I like that idea.
He's the Death Star.
Yeah.
I like to think it's a Brandon Sanderson beholder. He had a talent. He focused on it.
He never was able to cast any spells up until he hit the level requisite for disintegration ray, though.
You thought I was
And
going to
then
be
everything
nothing.
just...
Look at me now. I turn everything else to nothing. Bzzz. Now, if it had a cone effect for that big one, we could have like the Death Star scene when they're looking at the map slowly changing towards you or something like that.
Yeah.
Little radar image.
All right, yeah, so one of its eye stalks fires a ray at you.
Okay.
Let's see, it's going to be a touch attack.
Should set your dodge. For
I don't
your
have
overall-
dodge.
Oh. What?
Nope.
I thought everybody gets dodge so they can forget it.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like I did just now.
I said it and then forget it, so I still have my dodge against the first thing I sat on.
Which has
Back
been
in
dead for
cradle.
like 12.
One of the ravens that came busting through the window.
I didn't have it then.
The Ron Popeil of feats.
All right, so range touch, what's your touch AC?
15.
Mine
Not
just
yours,
says
Justin's.
he hits.
Yeah. So critical hit.
Actually, I think mine's not bad.
Yeah, mine's on 11.
It gets a whole lot better with shield.
Yeah, mine's not bad. I've got 15.
So Rohan, make a fortitude save.
In the tower or just roll?
Yeah, roll it in a tower.
That's it. Almost wonder if that was the software or not.
Oh, nice. All right. So this ray does strike you, and you haven't experienced the feeling before, so you don't have anything to compare it to, but you do manage to shake it off and seem none the worse for wear.
Did it seem like he was being ripped apart?
But you also see that,
Molecule by
multiple
molecule.
of these eye stalks are looking towards you. But for whatever reason, that's the only one that fires at you this time. And it still hasn't even bothered to turn in your direction.
So no Terminator 2 Judgment Day park recreation. At least yet.
What are the different stocks for? Like the only one I really remember is the disintegrate. And
Like
doesn't have
enfeeblement, cone of cold, I think.
doesn't have
Casimir.
Ray.
doesn't have like a flesh to stone as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that ray was like a grayish color that it just hit you with.
Start making notes.
Would
This one hurts.
the killing of the sacrifices outside of the spell ritual, like if I were to do it, would that halt the ritual until more are brought?
Well, do your knowledge
Ritual.
arcana.
Do you want it in the tower?
Yeah. Okay, so it's possible you didn't study this sort of magic a lot. Nobody even likes thinking about it or talking about it. But yes, if you did the killing, then that would disrupt the ritual. If you think, anyways, if when they died, they did not fall into this flame.
Okay.
But if they did fall, you think it didn't matter. It wouldn't matter who was doing it. As long as the words are being said and they end up in the fire, then it won't disrupt the spell, you think.
Okay. So are they
That's
all
the theory.
they're all hanging precariously by ropes out over the chasm?
Well, no.
It will, okay.
Now they are, though.
But yeah, I'll do that now.
So I will move away. So an attack of opportunity. Give me a second to set the AC. Okay, so that's good.
Okay, so you're moving away,
Yep.
and he will slice at you with his glaive, but he's not able to hit you.
Okay, thank God. Oh, many eye stalks are probably looking my direction.
Yeah, so you can see then the beholder floating up there and this elven sorceress floating in the air off to the side.
And they're both looking at me.
There's a cone, though.
And there seems to be like a pit next to the right as well.
I will then move to here, and that will be my turn. As part of that second move, I will ready a scroll of Circle of Death.
Okay.
What does that one do?
Ron.
So I'm going to take a 5-foot step back and away and try and... Will that put a pillar between me and the beholder?
Yep.
Okay.
For now, anyway.
Then I will target the elf and do a full volley of arrows.
1 second before you do that. I'm going to make sure I've got set up properly.
I see.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. It's the wrong time to get a 1. Can I use a hero point to re-roll the 1 and the 4, or just the 1?
So how did this end up?
So like 3 hits.
Yeah, 3 hits.
And then can I re-roll that 1?
Oh, the mischance on it?
Yeah. Or no, I rolled a 1, so it was an automatic miss.
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
Might as well use my hero points while I'm still alive. Okay, so that was at a plus 11. So would a 24 hit?
Yeah, it would. Now do
A percentage?
I'll do a percentage.
What is the 50% from?
Oh, that's actually good. Well, she has displacement.
So I can see invisibility. Does
Displacement's an illusion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you don't have true sight.
okay.
Or blink is what she's got, sorry.
Blink.
now it is working as if they had the creature gains 50% mischance as if it had total concealment. So the 50% would still...
Yeah, it'd still apply to me. And you said you were going to roll that percentage?
Yeah. So we'll do 50-50 shot.
Yep. Come on, one more.
So below 50 you miss. Or do you want to do above 50 you miss?
Above 50 has gotten me there so far.
Okay. So all right. So a miss.
Okay, so 3 hits.
Yeah, 3 hits.
There we go.
All right. Yeah. So she's floating there and invisible, but you can see her and you send all these arrows her way and she's got blink, but all those arrows, 3 of them manage to find their mark. And so she screams out in pain as the arrows pierce her in her robes. But yeah, I guess that's your turn.
Yep.
All right, so this bearded devil gives chase, Casimir.
Okay.
Does it provoke an attack from
But
the
the-
golem?
The golem's not just going to let him run by.
I'm going to try to warn the bearded devil that there's like a lot of eye stalks pointed this way.
And yeah, so that golem smacks him really hard. It does a lot of damage to him. But he still makes it close enough to stab at you with his glaive. But he's not able to get through your defenses. Then Rohan, this sorceress, is what is she doing here? Yeah,
She may have used up all of her spells on me.
you see her casting a spell.
Okay. Hopefully it's lightning bolt.
She used that on me too.
Oh,
She has an extra
So it
one.
might
all
be
she
fireball.
has left is fires.
Yeah.
Well, you just need to pray for anything that has evasion.
Yeah, anything with a reflex.
Yeah.
I'll burn through all my hero points in the next couple rounds.
Make sure to save the one for disintegration, right?
Well, I've got 3 left, so if she uses fireball, and then I
Well-
need one for disintegration. Well, actually, I don't think disintegration ray would help at all.
Yeah, I think we're too low on hit points right now.
Right.
Oh, you're not. It's just that if me or him get hit and reduced
Yeah,
to
you
0.
want to die normal so that there's something for me to raise. As if you get hit with the disintegration ray, I'm not going to be of any use to you.
That's okay. I can come back as the next generation of hero.
New and improved. I talk to people less.
He's gonna.
Level 1. Going up against level 15s.
More taciturn, more smelly.
Brandon's
I just-
gonna force him to come back as one of those sewer monsters, the hero version of them.
I don't inherit skills. I just inherit the gore that was spattered on him.
Yeah, so she casts a spell, and then, suddenly wind starts blowing in your direction.
These stupid wind walls. They all have them.
They've been learning from us
Yep.
a long time now.
Just as we learned from them.
We did?
Yeah.
Don't stand close to the savage elf warriors when you kill them. That's what
We
I
did learn
learned.
that.
Well, anytime we do a first encounter with anything, we usually get super stomped into the ground. And then each fight after that's usually a little bit easier. In this case, we haven't rested since we started encountering devils.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we did once.
No.
It
Because
was
as soon
like-
as we came back, we...
Because I almost died from the first barbed devil set that we faced, and then we did the rope trick, and that's when
Yeah.
we last rested, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think.
I just don't think we
Oh.
had anything to really...
Yeah, I think that we've been fighting ever since then, pretty much.
Yeah. Yeah, because then we went and we searched through, we fought the ropers, we fought some bugbears, and then we ran into the king.
Yeah.
Then we went down, and then Graham split off to,
Then we fought
Go
the
do
Wraith,
his thing.
Then we fought the
yeah,
bugbear elf
yeah,
and devil.
yeah.
And then, let's see, the next hobgoblins in line start being shuffled forward by habit, I guess. And Graham.
Okay, I'll drop that rope I was packing around in my offhand at my feet, and I'll tumble through this guy's space, or attempt to.
Okay.
There's my tumble. Son of a gun.
Hero
It
point.
even looked like that rolled. It just slid along.
I know. I hate when my real
Yeah.
life dice do that. Why did they have to replicate it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll see if we can do better. Poised on the 18 there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it stops me just in front of him. Let me see. I think it would provoke, but let me double check that.
It just means you stop before entering the area and provoke.
Yeah. So he gets an attack of opportunity.
Okay. So yeah, he'll swing wildly at you with his Morning Star, but he misses.
I'll remember to set my dodge now.
Mhm.
And then I guess in frustration, I'll just lash out once with the dagger.
Okay. Ooh,
With
nice.
some frustration.
Critical hit.
Okay.
With horrible damage. Wow.
Do you get?
That's awesome.
No sneak attack on it.
Is that acid burst or whatever?
Actually, in triple frustration, I'll just sink all the gems into this guy. I have 2 still.
Okay. Be 4d6 damage.
Not that great either. And I don't have another frustration level beyond that.
You're as
That's as
frustrated
deep as it goes.
gets.
Well, that's all it took.
Oh,
Yeah.
but that
Frustration.
ends my turn.
I don't know. You could always ignore the bugbear. That's what happened.
Fine. I'm done with you. You don't exist to me.
Yeah, that kills that bugbear.
And that's it for me.
So the golem continues coming after this devil here and hits him with a large fist in the back, doing a significant amount of damage. And Fenrith.
All right. I will go towards the opening.
All right. So when you get there, you realize you're not going to be able to fit as at the size you're at right now.
Okay. So I'll free action dismiss it.
Okay.
So where exactly does that look like? Because it still doesn't show me anything in there.
Yeah, you just see a dark tunnel that moves up
Okay.
to the north at this point.
All right.
So you can hear that grating, raspy voice say, "Don't be distracted. Continue with the ritual." And from the beholder, and it starts floating out this way, trying to get an angle on you, Rohan. And it reaches this point, still has its eye closed, but a lot of the eye stalks are looking your direction.
And they're smiling.
But Casimir, your turn.
All 5 foot to there. And -5 for my attack. Add to my damage. Earn my defense. And I'll set my dodge against the bearded devil.
Okay.
And I will one-handed full attack this guy. Oh, did I not target him?
It's all right. So your first attack hit and your second attack hit.
And that's my turn.
Yeah, so that kills him. All right. So, basically his body melts in a puddle of pus and blood, ichor, and it fades away back from whence it came. And then that brings us to Rohan's turn.
Okay. So it looks like the wind wall won't quite reach that. So would I have a clear shot at the beholder?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to do the 2 arrows with 1 shot, the mini shot,
Okay.
as a single attack. Oh,
Yay.
Okay. Critical hit.
is that critical for both arrows?
I think
I mean,
Or is it?
I don't know the answer to that. I mean,
it's that much.
There's the first hit, and if it's not, then I'm okay with just doing a second normal attack.
wait, this is an aberration.
It's immune to criticals.
Beholders are aberrations.
Oh. So take off the 33, and then I'll roll 2 normal attack.
Okay.
Okay, my 2 normal attacks.
All right.
And then I will go there, to there, to there.
All right. Yeah. So you pop back out around the corner out of sight.
Or actually, if I can go to there, and would that still leave me with 5 feet to move back a little bit farther? Or could I get partial cover from that corner?
Let's see, where were you?
I was there, I believe.
Yeah. So that's 25.
No,
You've
that's
moved.
30. Yeah. So yeah, if I can move 1 more back,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll shout across to Casimir, I can't get in there. There's a beholder and an elven sorceress that are pinning down.
Yeah, I'll acknowledge. I'll nod to him.
And then, yeah, that'll be my turn.
Okay.
My heart will be thumping pretty heavy right now.
All right. Graham.
Okay, I'll pick that rope back up, activate my haste boots, and I'll move full speed. Do the stairs slow to the movement speed? Hamper it?
No.
Say to theirs. I am being sneaky, but I'm going to take the -5 penalty so I can move fast, feeling the crush of time.
All right.
Here, hide. And that should end my turn. Put that haste back on.
Casimir, can you see the beholder from where you are?
I had 2 rounds
Yeah.
left. Brennan.
On your haste.
Yeah.
Okay.
And how are these hobgoblins like tied up together or just shackled
They're
individually?
just shackled.
You've got to go and knife them, and slowly help them down to the ground so they don't fall into the flame.
Oh, yeah, get ready to catch.
Yeah. So you should have taken my advice
What
when
was
we
your
fell
advice?
to kill the hobgoblins.
Oh.
Because now you're going to be forced to do it.
Well, I don't. Graham wouldn't think that way.
It's a good thing Casimir shouted it out to everybody.
I didn't, though.
Kill the hobgoblin.
Kill them all!
He's going to use his circle of death up there. And
Yeah.
And Grandma will do it. But
All right.
you can only go up to a max of 9 hit die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is why I'd target them, and also why I didn't tell Rohan that that's what he'd be targeting. He might have been able to try to aim the spell better, which probably would have made it fail.
Okay, Fenrith, back to you.
So I'll start to go into this tunnel, as I can't see anything on the map there, so I'm not sure which direction it goes, though, after that first 5 feet.
Yeah, it's all right. So you step through this tunnel and you couldn't see anything. You step in and you feel like this force tugging on you, and then you're basically whisked along, and you end up here.
What is this?
So here you're standing before an altar, and based on the symbols and the writing, this is to Moradin, but there's also writings about maybe 2 other deities that you don't recognize, but that are clearly allies of or friends with Moradin. And this whole thing is made out of like gold and Adam. Well, I guess you don't know what that is, but mithril and gold and rubies and gems and all that. And on the top of it, rather than some symbol or some place to leave offerings, there's instead a bell, and next to it sits a golden hammer, a rock hammer. So this is the area you felt pulled to, and you...
Could I do a religion?
Yeah. So based on what this is and some of the runes that you can see, they look different to you from Dwarven script. These are like at least derived from a celestial script.
Okay. So,
you
can read some of it?
Yeah, you can. And so the sense you get from looking at these is that this is that this bell will summon the power of the Father to sweep clean the place of evil, basically, is what you get out of it.
Okay.
But this is where you felt drawn to.
Well, if I still have any action left, then I'll strike the bell with the hammer.
Okay. So yeah, you pick up that hammer and strike the bell, and the sound rings out. It's the loudest sound you've ever heard, but it doesn't cause any pain. There's a beautiful tone to it. You guys all hear that too. Everybody hears it sweeping through the entire place. And that's where we're going to have to stop for the day.
Thanks, Bryn.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Thank you.
This has been a Death Watch production. Thank you for listening.